Well, spring is in full bloom, and that unfortunately means allergy season is upon us. About 81 million Americans suffer from seasonal allergies, and it's only getting worse. I want to bring in Alex Janin to talk a little bit more about this. She's a health reporter for the Wall Street Journal. I know all about this because all I am doing is sniffling all day long, and we went away for spring break, and then when I came back, the pollen on the car was like, there was like a snowfall or something like that. So I knew it was going to be bad, and I've been feeling it ever since. You wrote an article saying that you don't even really have to have seasonal allergies this year to feel kind of icky. Why is allergy season hitting so hard?
That's right, Emery. Well, you're certainly not alone. The takeaway this year from allergists, and really over the past several years, has been you don't need to have diagnosed seasonal allergies to feel miserable. Turns out when pollen levels are as high as they've been in certain regions of the country, that level of pollen circulating in the air is so intense that it can get into airways and irritate them, even if you don't have diagnosed seasonal allergies. There are pollen count stations, 60 of them across North America, and individuals look at the amount of pollen circulating in the air. And over the past few years, especially in parts of the South, in the Midwest, and in the Northeast, pollen counts have just been really, really high and earlier than they've ever been. So it's a bad season. And if people say they're starting to feel symptoms that they haven't historically, there's a reason for that.
All right. So then let us talk about climate change. Is climate change sort of rearing its ugly head here, or is this something that's kind of cyclical and would happen anyway?
So allergists say a little bit of both. There are always adults and kids who have not historically presented symptoms of seasonal allergies that come in every year. They can develop at any stage of life, so they typically start in childhood. About 25% of Americans have been diagnosed formally with seasonal allergies, though it is underdiagnosed. But then, there are environmental researchers across the country that have been looking at this issue. So looking at those that pollen count data that I mentioned in those 60 spots across the U.S. and Canada, and comparing that with local climate data, so temperature, precipitation, CO2 concentrations on any given day, and they find a very, very strong link between high temperatures and CO2 concentrations and higher pollen counts. So there is a strong link here. Researchers at the University of Utah say pollen season now starts about 20 days earlier and lasts 10 days longer than it did in 1990. And researchers say they expect it to, unfortunately, just get worse. Higher levels of CO2 concentration in the atmosphere make it easier for trees, which are the first to bloom in pollen season. It goes trees, grass, and then ragweed, for the trees to start blooming earlier. And they actually they flower more quickly, and they produce bigger flowers that produce more pollen. So you're not just getting an earlier season, you're getting a more intense one, more pollen circulating. And then grass, which usually comes second, also starts to pollinate sooner. So there's more overlap between grass and tree pollination seasons. Just so much pollen in the air.
Alex, just hearing you say pollen over and over again is making me want to sneeze. What can people do to limit their exposure to the pollen?
Yeah, some of it's sort of the obvious things you would think of. Over-the-counter antihistamines work well to treat symptoms, regardless if you have diagnosed seasonal allergies or not, your Claritins or Tecalegra. To limit pollen exposure, an obvious tip from allergists that actually has helped me a lot: close your windows. It's nice. We want to have them open and feel the breeze, but tree pollen can travel very far, very fast with not even very much wind. So close them and turn on your air conditioning if you can. If you're spending a lot of time outdoors and there's a lot of pollen in your area, shower when you come back in. Do a nightly sort of nasal rinse with saline, or if you're going to use a neti pot, use distilled water or boiled water. See an allergist if you can, to rule out other health issues like a cold or a flu or COVID, especially if you have sort of severe symptoms like a sinus infection or allergen-induced asthma, just to make sure that you know what you're treating. And if it's lasting, a few weeks, especially in the spring, you're probably looking at seasonal allergies or irritation caused by the increased amount of pollen in the atmosphere.
Alex, that's all really, really good information and advice. Alex Janin, thank you very much.
Thank you.